So one thing a lot of people don't know is how learning differently looks differently when you're learning. So one of the great things that I think a lot of people with neurodiversity need to learn about is what's called a metacog. And it's a type of note-taking that's just amazing. So I learned about it when I was reading this book by Carolyn Leaf. I highly recommend it. So she talks about metacogs on page 192, if you're looking at that. So I have my own little metacog journal I've made, created that myself, of course. So the first thing is you want a blank sheet of paper. So on that blank sheet of paper, right in the center, you're going to put the keywords that are the topic. So today we're going to learn about metacogs, M-E-T-C-O-G-S, metacogs. I'm going to put a circle around it, see? Metacogs. And then from that point, aiming over towards the right, you're going to print and you're going to draw a line. And then our topic today is about metacogs and how to build them. And you're going to write right on that line and you're going to print. And this is all about using your memory, and it's all about using that right side of your brain as your memory, because that is your strong memory when you're neurally diverse. So notice I've got the line, I've got some words going, but your line, it doesn't have to be straight. It can wander. Heck, your line could take total curves as you're going. Doesn't matter. It's okay. Part of what makes this really a valuable note-taking process is how your brain's going to remember it. You also want to remember that there are subheadings. So the key thing that we're talking about is metacogs. The next thing that we're talking about is kind of the how-to of that. So the important thing was blank sheet of paper, pencil, putting that key information in the middle. I often date them up in the corner. And then the branches of your metacog. Think about it this way, the more your metacog is getting branches and so forth, those are literally the same thing that's happening in your brain. Your brain is creating those branches because it's creating and existing with this metacog that you're building. Don't be afraid of color. Don't be afraid of using symbols. And you want to make sure as you remember things, as you review this, you can add to this. It's a note-taking process that is not linear, and that winds up being really, really helpful for a lot of people. So an example of this, here's a metacog that I've done that you can see. Also, these are a couple from Carolyn Leaf herself. Now notice, you rotate the sheet of paper as you're working on it. This information moves around. This is another great one that she has as an example in the book. So notice that the branches go out and she adds more words. She's printing the whole time. This is a metacog, and this can make a difference in your note-taking. I highly recommend you give this a try more than once and see what you think. So get out that blank sheet of paper and a nice pen and get going next time you're having to take notes. So thanks for joining me for another neurodiversity moment. I'm JoyGenea, International Neurodiversity Success Life Coach for Dyslexic Adults. Thank you.